Welcome to today's video. Today we'll be talking about solving angle relationships with usually the top. These would probably be the most, used angle relationships that you would see most likely on either ACT or in your class. That's usually gone over. We're going to cover vertical, complementary, and supplementary angles. I have my fancy angle sign in there because I don't want to spell angle out. So, in review, vertical angles are two lines that are across from each other and intersect each other, and the top and bottom are going to be equal to each other, and left and right will be. So we'll just draw it like something like this, and we'll draw this one like this to show that these two are going to be equal and these two are going to be equal. So if this is 30, this one is 30, and we can use the, and I'll come back to figure out how we can solve these. We'll do complementary, where it's the right angle intersected by a ray, and both of these have to equal 90 degrees. So if this is 30, this would have to be 60. And finally, you have your supplementary angle, which is just a straight line, and you have a ray coming off of it. And so if you had an angle, let's say 50 degrees here, this has to equal 180. So 180 minus 50 would be 130. This one equals 90 degrees because it's a corner. Anywho, so now we can figure out these sides because it's a line, so we can use our supplementary angles. Be 150, and you can solve for this one either doing two ways. You can use the vertical or do another supplementary angle to get 150 there. So let's do a couple examples of us solving for some angle relationships using these three angle relationships. So, for example, let's say we have 2x plus 6 and we have 4x minus 3, which is in degrees, and we have to solve for x to figure out degrees. Since these are across from each other, they are equal. So we can set these two equations equal to each other. So we have 2x plus 6 equals 4x plus 3. So we'll solve for x. I like to minus the 3 first. You get 2x plus 3 equals 4x. And you are not divided by 2 yet. You gotta subtract 2x from both sides. So you get 3 equals 2x divided by 2. X equals 3 halves, or 1.5. So now if we plug it back into one of these equations, we'll just use the top one. And do 2 over 1 times 3 over 2. That cancels, leaving you with 3 plus 6 equals 9. If you did it for the bottom one, we'll just make sure, which it would be 9 degrees, which is a very small angle. 4 times 1 times 3 over 2. This becomes 2, this becomes 1, 3, 6 over 1, which is just 6 minus. I just realized my problem. I solved the equation wrong. This is not even close. Let's try again. 2x, 4x minus 3. Sign error. I do this a lot. Good thing we checked it twice, otherwise that would have been extremely wrong. You add the 3, minus the 2, minus the 2, getting you with 9 equals 2x divided by 2 equals 9 halves or 4.5. I don't know why I put that in parentheses, but oh, it's fine. So now we'll just plug it into 2 times 4.5 plus 6, so we already know that that's 9 plus 6 equals 15. To verify, I'm going to do it with the 4 times the 9 over 2. I don't know why I put that in parentheses. So that cancels 2, 1, 18 minus 3 equals 15. There we go, that's better. So both of these will equal 15 degrees. Yay. And now if we really want to, we know that we can just set these, find x, which we'll just do a supplementary angle and find this degree right here. And so knowing that angle, this is we'll call this x, and this 15. And both of these things have to equal 180. My bad. There we go. Let's get that up. So this and this has to equal 180. We'll minus the 15. X equals 165. So there you go. You have a 2 and 1. That's how you solve for complementary and supplementary. Is x, you set them equal to each other. Supplementary, you add both of the angles that you're looking for and set it equal to the total angle measure, which is 180. Finally, we'll just do one for complementary. So we have our fancy complementary right angle, and we have a ray bisecting out of it. So we'll do 4x plus 6 and 2x plus 2. This is a 90 degrees. So we add these together like you do with the supplementary, but set it to 90. So 4 plus 6 equals, or not 4 plus 6, plus 2, x plus 2 equals 90. So you can combine like terms. So you got 4 and 2, which is 6, and 6 plus 2 is 8. And do 92 divided by, or 92 minus 8, or 90 minus 8, oh boy. 90 minus 8, which is 82, there we go, I was getting ahead of myself, equals 6x divided by 6, divided by 6, which is probably going to be another decimal. Let's see here, 82 divided by 6, yeah, it's technically we could actually do some simplification, which might be helpful. Because we could divide by 2, so this could simplify down to 41 over 3. I don't know if that helps, but that's an also acceptable answer. Or 13 2/3, or 13.6. Repeating. Whatever works, that's what x would equal. Now you could plug that back. We have to plug them back into both of them to find what, because these are going to be different ones. So we have 4 times 41/3 plus 6. We have 2 times 41/3 plus 2. So let's crank these out real quick. We'll just use a calculator, which will be handy. 4 times 41 divided by 3 plus 6, which is 60.6 repeating. So this should be, I'm hoping, 41 times 41 divided by 3 plus 2, which equals 29.33. If you add this, all this added together will technically round up to 1. So you have 60.33 or 60.666 repeating plus 29.3 repeating, which if you add both of these together, you get 90. So this would be about approximately 60.6 degrees. This will be approximately 29.3 degrees, which will approximately equal 90 degrees. So there's that. So in conclusion, remember that vertical angles they're equal across both sides. Complementary, you have all the angles that are bisected by a ray that are equal to 90. So, and then you have supplementary, where it's a straight line where a ray or 2 bisects this, and all the parts has to equal 180. And to solve for it, you can set these equal or these equal to each other. These you have to add the 2 because both of these have to equal 90 degrees. Same with the supplementary, however, it's different because it's set equal to 180. You solve for x, plug it back in, then you can find your degree measure. You can check to see if it works and if they're equal. And so that's how you solve for angle relationships of vertical, complementary, supplementary angles. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If you wouldn't mind liking this, subscribing to my channel, I'd appreciate it. Comment down below any other videos that you would like me to do in the future, and I'll see you next time.